I'm really excited today. This is another final demo, but more importantly, it is the last sprint of my first project of getting started. So I'll transition to what I have prepared today. But I'm really prepping for my grand opening for tomorrow. That means my first product is finally available for sale. And I think that's pretty exciting for myself that I made it to this point. I'll go to the same as I usually do in this sprint format. So if you're not familiar with it and you haven't watched it before, go back to my past live streams and you can see how this agile process works. But I'll go over the sprint schedule. I'll demo my accomplishments in the last 2 weeks, and then I'll talk about next steps, what I'm going to do. So I am going to actually make sure my audio is on to make sure that it's working. And it is. Okay, so today's the final demo, and you can see, and my big release tomorrow, the 31st, is my grand opening. That was the date that I had changed a couple of times, but kind of landed with as July 31st. So I'll be happy to show what I have. So this sprint, I completed the Meta Skills video. I also had to finish up packaging my product, or the coaching product, and how to sell it and figure out the agreements and things like that, which I will demo that as well, and then plan my next phase and my next project, what I'm going to do. So if you guys remember, this is my 7 steps of getting started. I am in that last step and setting everything up. So as I approach the next phase, I'll have to kind of create something different to see what the next steps are. So this is actually left from my last sprint. I was supposed to do an intro to Meta Skills video. I didn't get to finish it. I started it, but this time I did. So I'll give you a little bit of a taste of what it looks like, just really brief of a recording that I had.
Hi, I'm Angela Tran, and I'm the founder of Everolving Skills. And today I'm going to go over Meta Skills.
So that was just one of my bloopers. I am still trying to get used to speaking directly in front of a camera versus speaking directly in front of an audience. So at work, I'm pretty comfortable with presentations to leadership, to a large audience virtually, but speaking to a camera still feels pretty uncomfortable. But I'm glad I did it. It is probably around a 10 to 12 minute video, and it goes over my framework of meta skills and also the levels of mastery and some examples of how it works in the real world. So I hope you guys, when I release it tomorrow, take a look at it. It should explain better what meta skills are and how it can help you. The other thing is I'm still working on video editing. I would say probably I've got a little bit fancier with some of the transitions and kind of moving the cameras and the pictures around, but I still have a while to go. But either way, I didn't want that to stop me from proceeding and not releasing the video. So that will come out tomorrow. And from that, also created a post. So for those who don't want to watch 10-minute video, as sometimes I don't, and you prefer to read about what it is, I'll also release this post on my website, pretty much covering what the video covers, and then just explaining it in written format. The exciting thing is that I learned in Restream, as I'm streaming, I can actually see comments. I just didn't press the button before. It only took me about the 7th time to realize that. So you guys give me a hi or anything on there. Actually, I can't see who's on, but I can actually see the comments. So Arius, thank you for saying hi. So in this little excerpt, I do talk about, just like in the video, of why meta skills matter. And these are the 4 things that I will go over if you watch, why I think it's such an important skill to have. And I am excited to launch a one-to-one Meta Skills coaching product. I am going to offer $600 off for the first 6 clients. But just to show what I had to do in this sprint to get myself ready for clients is I had to create a coaching agreement, just because as I was doing research, it's probably good to have that in there for protection on both sides, right? Mention about confidentiality, pricing, refund, and what it covers. So I got that drafted, at least as somewhat of a agreement that I can engage with my clients on. And also I did learn about invoicing and collecting payment. So I did figure out two ways. One is through Zelle, and the other is through credit card, which I will be using a third-party app to do that. So it'll create me an invoice and then bill it out. So these two things are kind of the last couple of things I needed to get ready before I could sell. But now that I have these things prepared, I'm excited to kind of open up for business tomorrow. So again, if you have any friends or colleagues that are looking for coaching, my method is different than, I would say, life coaching or executive coaching. I'm really focused on meta skills and building those foundational transferable skill set that you can apply anywhere. So it is different. So if you're interested in learning more, set up a free session with me or ask your friends or colleagues to do so. I'm excited to share more with that. And then, so with that, like I said, this is the last sprint of my project. So that means I will be setting up for my next. So I like to break up chunks, just like at work. My goal or my objective into small projects and then run it through Agile. Like I said, this has been a very familiar method for me at work and has been successful for me. So now I'm using it and overlaying it into business, into my own personal business. And I think it's a really good example also of meta skills. You'll see kind of as you watch the video or you read the blog, how pattern recognition and organization, these two play along. And that's what I'm trying to demonstrate here. So, if you're wondering why I'm using this method, in fact, I am coaching a couple of clients right now, and I'm using the same method really to get them to understand how to execute, right? How to use organizational skills to keep yourself moving when there's no structure there. So in my next goal, my next project, which I will kind of take a little bit of break. We're going on a family vacation because it is summer. So my next update won't be until the 20th, but I will call it Project Create. What I'm trying to get to is to create courses so I can share this more broadly rather than just one-on-one coaching. So my goal is to get some clients in my first coaching in the next project, and then also launch the second product, which is some kind of course format. I just haven't decided if it's going to be like a really big, long course or just a mini course. So I'll have to do some research and see what's the most comfortable, but that's my goal next time. And then after that, I will see and play around with timing. My third project will be, of course, to sell the second one and then create a third one. So that's my next goal. Hey, Christine. Oh, I can see the comments now. Hey, Paul. So if you are interested in seeing more, as I take this break, there's the other reason I'm taking this break is actually we started a summer project with my husband and my two sons, mainly because I was thinking if I can coach others at work to use Agile, why don't I pass on that skill to my own children who are in middle school? So though they're a bit young, they're still going through the motions. I actually have final demos, internal demos with them, trying to get them to work on different deliverables to be delivered. So if you're interested, this will be still running. I want to be able to close this off before they start school. And I was actually going to demo, if you're interested, on what that project looks like. So if you look at get to that screen. So this is our family site. So it's called Experiences with Pan. Pan is our family initial. So last name is Wynn, and then basically all our entire, my husband, myself, and my two sons' name. But this is what we've been building. We've been wanting to share our experiences with everyone from a highly sensitive perspective. I might have mentioned that in a couple of my past videos. I would consider myself definitely a very sensitive person. And fortunately or unfortunately, that has passed down to my sons. So our little slogan is 3 orchids and a dandelion, mainly because when you look in the highly sensitive community, usually just like orchids, it takes a little bit more to have us thrive just because we're so sensitive to the environment. And then dandelion is my husband. So here you'll see kind of similar format, what's new. It'll talk about our family journey. And also we're starting our travel blog. So that's what we're working on now. This is my first post to try to create something. And I'm trying to go backwards. Our family does like to travel. Though we're sensitive, we still like to travel a lot. So in here, it will be written from highly sensitive and perspective. So if you're interested, definitely go visit it. We do have our separate channel as well. In fact, there's the QR code on the screen top left corner of your screen. We'll continue having live demos on this channel if you're interested before my next one. So that's experiences with Pan. So yes, I was running 2 projects at the same time. And then, so my next steps. Tomorrow, I will be releasing the Meta Skills on YouTube, so you can learn more from there. I'm also going to make live my coaching. And again, the grand opening special is $600 off. So you're interested, or colleagues, or someone who is looking to get a coach to perform better, right? Maybe they're looking to get a promotion. Maybe they're looking to change jobs, or maybe they're looking to start their side gig and can't get started. Definitely, I think Meta Skills can help with that. And then I'm just planning for the next phase. So my next update will be August 20th. If you're interested in continuing to follow, see what we're doing, I'm continuing my project with Pan Experience on YouTube, and the next update is on Sunday. So after actually this Sunday coming up. So that's all I have today. So excited that I'm able to release my first product. It's been challenging, just like I said in my last episode, from a mental standpoint. The transition has been challenging. The work hasn't been that, I would say, too much, just because I can pace myself, and I have a lot of fun creating content. I have a lot of fun creating the framework. That part is actually really encouraging to me and interesting. It's actually the mental transition that has been the hardest. So thank you for all you guys for all the support and watching these videos, and stay tuned for tomorrow when I release everything in the newsletter format.